So what we're asking you to do is do a self-controlled fantasy that allows for you to go down the rabbit hole. Yeah.
Just to clarify, you only choose one, right? Like you can't.
You choose one emotion.
You just choose one. Like you can't be happy, you can't be angry and sad at the same time. Right?
No.
I know you can. Like
No, you can't. Let me clarify that.
Well, I mean, it's like a roller coaster. It goes into it.
Exactly. You really don't feel two emotions at the same time. You might feel two emotions so close next to each other, like sadness goes into happiness, goes back to sadness, that it might look like that. But really, and so for the strength of acting and your crafting, you're really going to pick one thing. Because sometimes when you're not sure whether you want to be sad or you want to be angry, it neutralizes it and you don't go anywhere. So I'd rather have you go in a choice that's very strong and very specific. Directors love that. You know, you come in and you are really enraged because you confronted the circumstances and you decided your character would be furious at this moment. Well, at least then the director knows what your choice is. And they can see it. And they can either say, yeah, I like that, or no, you know what, Mackenzie, I need you to shift that. I don't think they're angry. I think you need to go more into the devastation of it, right? Because yeah, every circumstance could have more than one thing. You confront it, you decide which way, and then you're going to work on emotionally prepping before you enter, okay? So this is what we're going to do. This circumstance now is she has independent activity. They're roommates. They have no relationship beyond just roommates, right? Calvin's back there emotionally prepping right now. And when he's at his heightened place, he's going to enter. Neither one of them is expecting the other one to be here. She thinks she gets to be here by herself doing what she needs to do. He thinks he's coming here, and we'll see how the repetition begins. Yeah?
Just to clarify, the daydreaming may or may not have anything to do with
exactly.
circumstances.
Exactly. So if you know, if you want to come in joyously triumphant, you know, because your scene is like, oh, I just got, you know, a raise to be CEO of some huge bank or something, which I would have a hard time relating to personally because I would never want to be a CEO of a bank. But you're going to get a scene where you get to be promoted to the, you know, this prestigious position. So you feel victorious. You feel like, ugh. Well, you might, you know, I don't know where it's going to go. I'm never going to ask you your fantasy. It's private. I think Freud said something like, you know, every desire comes from either sex or power. You know? So if you wanted, you know, if you go off on some sort of imagination where you're galloping on a steed and you're slaughtering people left and right and I'm not going to ask you. I don't care what it is. It can go anywhere, and you should never judge your fantasy life. You should never judge your fantasy life. But once you get to be our age, sometimes the fantasy life is hard to access. We haven't been doing it much. So you have to explore, well, what kind of fantasies will get me to that point of devastation? Where you're crying. What kind of fantasy life gets me to that place of vengeance? Where you just really got somebody back good, right? What fantasy life gets you to that point where you literally just found out you're pregnant? Never happy about it. Okay? Right? So this is your exploration of like this is personal. Because what, you know, Tessa gets happy about is going to be really, really different than what Carter gets happy about, right? So this is your personal exploration, right? Just